Health Monday. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Please stay and watch all the way to the end if you will. Like, share, and drop some comments down for me and for the other family members on the channel. I always say your comments can help somebody else. They can pick up what you lay down. It can be beneficial. It can be a takeaway. So please always share if you don't mind. We're going to talk about ADHD. Sounds familiar? Well, of course it does, Destiny. I think I have it. Y'all listen. I'm going to make this a short Mental Health Monday topic. Here's why. I was watching the Tamron Hall show earlier today. There was a doctor, I forgot her name, very pretty young lady got her name. She was saying that she lives with it. There was a couple that was on there first. They wrote a book, and the husband was ADHD, and they recently found out their son, or they didn't recently find out, at 13 they found out their son also has ADHD. So I have joked over the years and said I think I have adult ADHD. I've said it so many times that when I watched this actual show with people who live in it talking about it, I was like, oh wait. Oh wait, this is real. One thing I know is that we always say don't try to self-diagnose, don't hop on Google trying to diagnose yourself. Google's not a doctor and all those things. I believe in those things. I also believe in those things could potentially diagnose you. When you have what you have, you have what you have. And I'm a person that's never in denial about things. I'm not in denial about how I'm wired, how I work, how I operate. I'm not in denial. So with that being said, yeah. What really resonated with me watching that show was that I just came up with the term, I have a busy brain. I did a video on it. Might want to go back and check it out. But I did a video on it. And I always talk about how I'm wired. Almost in every video, somewhere I talk about how I'm wired. My mental health, and my OCD, and my anxiety. And recently I talked about I battle with depression and different things. So it blows my mind that I just use the term busy brain because I'm always thinking, I'm always problem solving, and then when I listen to these people, I say, girl, you joked about having adult ADHD. You probably do. And like Tamron Hall, she stated that she's never been medically diagnosed, which neither have I. But when you look at the definition of something, it is what it is. When you look at the definition of something, that definition is what it is. So by definition, I really think I have it. It's no longer in my brain a busy brain. I don't want to say that anymore. It's probably adult ADHD. And again, it kind of also taps my video where I was talking about speculating. People look at certain things about you and they assume it means that. Get to know me. I have mental health things going on. I'm aware of them. I speak openly about them. I'm not ashamed of them. I am who I am, and I'm wired how I am because I am who I am. You get what you get. No shame here. But it's just not good when people want to talk about it in a negative light instead of getting to know me and see how you can just adhere to it or work with me or understand it. I really think I have it. Since watching the show this morning, the first thing I did was come downstairs, got myself prepared to do content, and I had food. So I haven't researched it. I will by the time I put this video up, so I'll drop some inserts. But I want to read more about it. I listened to this man's personal story and this doctor's personal story and Tamron with the things about herself. A lot of what they said resonated with how I am. Not everything, so I want to read more online, which I'm an online reader, which people are against it. Some are, I'm not. Because I can take what works and what doesn't. I can take what resonates and what doesn't. And so if somebody say, oh yeah, I got this big lump on my throat because it means this, I'm not going to go, oh yeah, I have that. I don't have a big lump on my throat, so I know not to relate that to myself. But if everything kind of aligns, I still try to tweak what makes sense to me and what doesn't. I don't think every single thing is something that I have. I just make sense of, I know myself, I know my body, I know my mind. So that's how I do when I research things online. I'm very careful how I pay attention to what I'm reading and what I take in to be true or not, or to be possible or not. So with that, I like to think, no matter what, I think I have it. And it was funny because the husband that was on the show just kept saying, like, when he had the diagnoses, it just, certain things made sense. Because you, like me, I've always known I had a busy brain. I think in my sleep. I've always felt that. I will wake up out my sleep thinking about something. I'm always da, 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 and then I'm thinking, what? If you look at the definition of ADHD, girl, that's probably exactly what you have. I've never been medically diagnosed, and I think it takes a lot for people to diagnose you with those things. I know back in the day they said kids was on it. I think it was Ritalin, and maybe I'm calling a different medication for something else, but um, I really do think I have it, and I'm being open. I'm being honest. I'm sharing. I don't mind. I'm sharing. I really think I have it. And it just explains what I've said for years. I have a busy brain. I don't have that whole deficit part of it. My attention span. And I have another video also where I talk about my input is different than my output. I need to receive information very methodically, very slowly, very carefully so I can process it. But I will put out quick. I talk fast. That's how I am. And people were like, well, why don't you do the same both ways? Yeah, why I can't talk back to you fast? My brain doesn't compute that fast. It's probably come with age, whatever. I'm like, yeah, hold on. Layman's term. Walk me slow. Slow down. You say that too fast. That's too much information at one time. That's how my brain is today. But I can tell you everything real fast. Like I talk fast. You see in my videos. I have to remind myself sometimes slow down. Because when I go back and edit, sometimes I'm saying words. I'm like, that word wasn't even audible. It sounded like you said something else or wasn't clear because you talk so fast. But you see it on camera. I talk fast. But whole baby, if you ever get off this camera try to have a conversation with me, you try to tell me something like, oh, slow down. Wait a minute. I didn't understand that was too fast. I got to process. Repeat that. It's weird, but that's how I'm wired. So yeah, doing this for Mental Health Monday because I'm going to do some more research, draw some inserts. I think ADHD is important. Do you think you know anybody who has it? Like, never been diagnosed, but their behavior, if you even know what it is. I always say, sometimes we call things out not knowing the meaning. I always say people was bipolar before I really knew what bipolar was, and also schizophrenia. So it's like, you have to know what it really means by definition first, not just what you think. Then you know, like, do you think you know somebody that operates in that space of ADHD? And if you know someone diagnosed, without sharing who the person is, do you mind sharing what that looks like and how you navigate it? Is it stressful dealing with it? Do you cope dealing with it okay? Like you figure it out, you know how to navigate the person. It's not a huge deal. I live in the space I live in with my anxiety, my triggers, my OCD. You learn to live with it. We're not non-functional people because of whatever mental health things we have going on. Most of us are highly intelligent, somewhat intelligent, or at least smart. We have the brain capacity to navigate life, get through life. It's crippling and it's debilitating in some people, and in others it's not. It's manageable. It's just what it is for every person. And again, it's how your brain is wired. If your brain is wired very loosely and all over the place, you probably don't manage well. If you're more structured and your wires are just a little bit off, need a little tweaking, then you probably manage well. And I think I'm one of those that manage well because I know all the weird stuff about me that someone else may think is weird. But I think I manage them well. I just think I'm self-aware, and I think that's important. You can be self-aware and figure a lot of crap out. If you got stuff going on, you're not aware, you're totally oblivious, nobody ever told you, you ain't been diagnosed, ain't no doctor talking to you about it, ain't no family and friends talking to you about it, you're not on medication, you just a loose cannon. That's a whole nother ballgame. We're probably gonna do that on another Mental Health Monday. Let's just talk about loose cannons. You just don't know. Well, I kind of did it when I did the. You may think something's wrong, but you don't have a diagnosis. So I kind of guess I already did the loose cannon topic. But yeah, that's that on that topic. I'm gonna pause real quick, make sure I don't have anything else I want to insert before I hop off to the next topic because I hate it when I close out a topic, I'm like, Dad, I forgot to say this or I didn't say that, but I've already closed it off and started the next one. And I'm not going to have my videos all over the place trying to, when I finish them, they're in an order. You know, when I go to edit them, I don't want to have an order. Then I start talking about something else, and then that one was an insert something. Y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Keep watching. I will see you all next time.